There are many questions about the standing of America. The America of today is at a crossroads. That's why we have convened here today. Our founding ideals have been left on the bookshelf and covered in dust for the lack of reflection. The family, the foundation of our society, has been eroded and stripped away of its responsibility of nurturing the next generation of values and principles that secure a civil society. Community, once the reinforcing platform for engagement, enrichment, and fellowship, has been transformed into a battlefield, a place to attack one another, a place that now promotes self-destructive behavior. America is at a crossroads. We're being called to fight for the very soul of our nation. The failures in life are often the result of us not really getting out of our messes or out of our situations. The other day I shared with our congregation a little story about a young boy that went out on a pier and saw an old man fishing. And he walked up to the old man and he said to the old man, "If I jump into the water here, will I drown?" And the old man said, "No, it's not jumping in the water that will drown you. It's staying in the water that will." And that's where we are in America today. If we stay in the mess that we're in, we will drown. How can we live up to the founding ideals of our nation? Consider what John Adams said. He said, "We have no government armed with power capable of contending with human passions unbridled by morality and religion. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other." So today we look around our communities, look around our nation, and one may ask, what represents the best of America? And after these past 2 days, I've come to an answer to that question. As I look at all of you, I understand that you represent the best of America. And we are honored to have each of you here, and we need to give each other a hand today. You see, you represent the best. Each of you are focused on giving, of loving your neighbor, and you are here sacrificing your time, the most valuable commodity that we can never give back. But we cannot leave here satisfied, because what you have just sowed into with your time must now be nurtured, it must be watered, and it must be protected against the adversities and the complacencies that try to consume us. So my call to action is to ask you to give some more. I ask you now to sacrifice your talents, your networks, and even your resources to help steer the course of this great nation for our children and our children's children. As we have heard, the ideal that established and made America great was much greater than any individual, much greater than any one of our individual projects or programs. We must move together into the public square. And Dr. Treulier, God is calling us to prophesy to the bones. That was powerful. To speak life back into the family, to speak life into a dying society. God told Ezekiel to prophesy then to the winds. And I say that you are being called upon, each of you, to prophesy to the winds that want to disrupt the family, the winds that have twisted what was once right to be called wrong today. We need you to stand in the public square with us, to stand in the public sphere of society and engage against the enemy. I should say not against the enemy, but to persuade the masses with the love of God that resides in each of you. We are giving you a cause, as Dr. Woodson had just said, a cause for you to share. We must celebrate and vocalize the redeemed in our communities. America is at a crossroads. Let each one of us lead our nation to live up to its founding ideals by working together from this day forward. Thank you very much.